Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be part something of this series. I don't know anymore. There's so many of them. Last time out, we beat the Mets 5-2. Today, we are looking for the series sweep. We're going to go ahead and get that sim to this day. Double A. He can handle it out. He'll be fine. We're going to put Strasburg right back in that rotation. We're going to see if any kind of things happened. Nobody stands out there. Still looking. Looking around. Scott Manea, I don't know who that is. Thermus Garcia got called up to the Athletics. I honestly don't know anybody from that team. Chad Dallas, what a very boring name. Yeah, here we are. We are currently 13-10. Taking on the Mets. It is going to be Corbin versus Verlander. All things considered, if Corbin really does not succeed in this start, he is losing his starting rotation job to Trevor Williams. That is something that I'm saying right now. Corbin has sucked. I understand he costs a lot of money, but he's not even eating innings. ERA is over 9. Something don't really want to have to keep lingering around on this team. We're going to bring him up. Adams, he's better. Can Vargas play first? He can't play first. That's tragic. Alright, we're going to roll with this lineup. So Corbin has thrown 16 innings, given up basically. So 16 and third, he's given up 17 runs, 32 hits, 5. I mean, he's just been awful. I will see you all at the end.
From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the New York Mets. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Washington Nationals have a chance to get out of town with a series sweep, and that's big against a division rival.
Yeah, they want to walk out of here feeling really good about what they've done. And sweeps are good, but divisional sweeps are outstanding, especially on the road. They're going to get a tough game from the other side, though, and no one's okay with getting swept in their own building, so they'll be ready as well.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. And towing the slab in this one, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Up now for Washington, C.J. Abrams. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Verlander moved to first. Abrams back easily. Righty delivers. There's a strike. Abrams gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next pitch is popped up. And it's caught for the out. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. Someone who makes things happen for them in part with his legs. C.J. Abrams.
Well, this guy commands a lot of attention, both at the plate and on the bases. When you talk about that game-changing speed, it really is a distraction. And I tell you what, when I had teammates that had that kind of speed, I loved hitting behind them because, you know, many times they were in scoring position, so easier RBIs to get. Nice player right here, leading the National League in stolen bases.
And a 1-2. And now 2-2. Justin Verlander has had a lot of notoriety since he was first drafted. Second overall pick by the Tigers in 2004 out of Old Dominion, and a guy who has won 3 Cy Youngs and as well an MVP. Plus he's been a World Series champ 2 different times.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Alex.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Alex Call. Here's a 1-1.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Righty to the plate. Rolled over to third. And he picks it up in foul territory. Kicks and deals. Up and in, and it's 3-2.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing. That high fastball, you have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Gassed it right by him. Nationals leave one. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Nationals baseball. Back here in Queens. And on the hill, the lefty, Patrick Corbin. Not the best results a year ago. Looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. They'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Let's take a look at our lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Eduardo Escobar.
And Boog, he was a force over the last month. And OPS over 1,000, man, just really dialed in at the plate right now. So capable of doing major damage every time he steps in the box. Tell you what, I always enjoy watching this guy do his thing.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. Little slider action.
Got it by him for the K. And now here's Jeff McNeil. The wind of the pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but he'll take that swing and that result every time.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Runner at second, 2 down.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the...
And a swing and a miss. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Nothing. Second inning set to go. Here's Corey Dickerson. Ball to strike. And that's down and away.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Two on the way. Bounce to the right side. On to first. Out. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. No score here in the second. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
On the ground. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 7, the center fielder, number 28.
Here's Lane Thomas. 3 for 6 in the series so far. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Nothing doing for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at the ballpark, Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. Hit hard, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Next pitch misses way outside. Missed inside with the curve. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with guys going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone. Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Eduardo Escobar, El Caballo up to hit. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Grounded to third, could be two. To second for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We played two full. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Riley Adams.
Riley Adams.
And the righty deals. And now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a ball.
3-1.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
Hey, boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swing and a pop-up. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
Dom Smith stands in. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. In for a strike. That's strike 2. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Not in time. He's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Smith leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Canna got the out. And here is Luis Garcia. First time up was a pop out. And the 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Squirts away a little bit. Tosses to first. That's the third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the home team down a run. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. As we go to the last of the third. And here's the rookie catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And 1-2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And that one is lifted in the air. Garcia sizing this one up. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here's Tommy Pham. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In the air out to center. He's got it, and there's one away. Back to the top of the Mets order. Starling Marte up to hit. Lied out his first time. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Alvarez leads off first with one away. On the ground to the left. Sneaks through, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just one of those seeing-eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one fouled off. 2-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. Line drive. That's a base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded. And I'll say that was a good, patient at bat to draw the walk. And you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
Line drive. That's a fair ball inside third. One runs in. Another comes in to score. It's 3-1.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Second and third here. One away. Lindor swings and blasts one. Deep left field. One run is in. Hits the fence. The run comes in to score from second. It's 5-1. And that's a double.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with two strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here's Mark Canha. And now the lefty out in front and foul to the left side. Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Runner at second here, one gone. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Now a fly ball to right center. Thomas makes his way towards it. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 6-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Pitch misses there, and the count is even 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Escobar out on the play. Out number 2. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fouls 1 away and now 3-2.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect.
Got him swinging. Blew the express right by his bat. In the end, 10 men come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Welcome back onto the 4th. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Alex Call. And a 1-1. Bounce back to the mound. And it gets by him.
The left fielder, number 23.
And at first, Corey Dickerson digging in for the Nationals. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
You know, these Nationals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
On the ground to first. 1 at second. On to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Jamer Candelario getting ready to hit. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one misses. The count now 2-2. Next offering is fouled back. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Nimmo puts it away, and that is that. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Tommy Pham. Swing and a ball popped up. Garcia makes the grab, 1 away. So the batting order turns over. So up next for New York, Starling Marte. Trevor Williams will take over here.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Out there to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-2. And a ball evens the count.
It's a good take.
Next one is off the plate. And a full count now. And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They still lead it, though, 6-1. We go to the top of the 5th, and now up for Washington, Lane Thomas. Not close with that one, and the count is 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. And a pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Just trying to protect, keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And here's the catcher, Riley Adams. 1 down, base is empty. And a count 1-2. To the right side, McNeil gets it to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Back here in Queens, Jeff McNeil stands in. And now it's even up.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. So far, they have 6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has had the advantage, so it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
And the pitch. Now one miss. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Out of here.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And that one's gone. Next to hit, Eduardo Escobar. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Back-to-back base hits. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And that should be extra bases. Escobar is waved home. Throw home. He beats it. It's 10-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Next offering is downstairs.
2-1.
Alvarez over at second, one down. That one ripped. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Starling Marte. Man on second, 2 down. Lifted in the air, right field. Puts the squeeze on it, and that ends the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. And this is now a 10-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, C.J. Abrams. Next pitch off the plate. And that's ball 2.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Ground ball up the middle. Lindor. On the run, throw to first. Not in time, he legs it out.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Next pitch in for a strike. In the count, 1-2.
He's gone.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. Joey Meneses digging in for the Nationals. Next pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Bounce to the left side. Lindor in plenty of time to first. Nats go down. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Brandon Nimmo. That one fouled off. Sets him down looking. Frozen with the heater at the knees. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. Here comes a pitch. Line drive, base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
McNeil stands at first with one out. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Francisco Lindor, a guy who's won multiple Gold Gloves and a plaque. The 1-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Call makes the grab, and that's the inning. Mets leave one, but they maintain their 10-1 lead. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Carlos Carrasco. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 59, Carlos Carrasco.
And now the right fielder, Alex Call.
Leading off for the Nationals, the right fielder, Alex Call.
And a pitch. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two now. That to right. Marte makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Corey.
Here's Dickerson now. Here comes a 3-2. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Pham whips it back in. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
A little roller up along first. A flip to the pitcher covering. 2 away. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game looking at the pitching matchup where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Tapped out in front of the plate. In time to Canna. And that is that. So 1 left for Washington. They're down 9. It's 10. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Paolo Espino.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Puts it away for the out. Eduardo Escobar up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. The 1-1. On the ground, right side. Smith takes it to the bag, out with room to spare, and that Back here at the ballpark, we go to the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Riley Adams. And there's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning. So a man aboard. Next to hit for the Nats, Dominic Smith. The 1-2. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
2 hits for him in this one. Both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
Adams at third. Smith at second with nobody out. The pitch towards first. Canna tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Here's a 2-2. And now it's filled up. 1 away with a runner at third. In the air, right field. Marte really on his horse for it.
Come on.
Right-handed reliever. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tags for home. Now he pumps the brakes and returns to third. Next for the Nationals is the DH, Joey Meneses. 2-2 now. To third. Escobar with the throw to first. Inning ends. Welcome back. Bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for New York, Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham.
On the ground, right side. Over to Smith. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The right fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte digs in now. And a pitch. Swings here and blasts one left field. And that one's gone.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Runner on at first with one gone. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next to the Mets.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. In there. And so now 1-2. Nimmo off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. Back here in Queens, all set to start the 9th in this one. Up now for Washington, Alex Call. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double. And his second hit.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Now the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Ground ball right side. McNeil throws to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jamer.
And now up for Washington, Jamer Candelario. Here's a 1-1. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. Two and one now. Bounce to the right. And he can't come up with it. And he'll be safe at first.
The center fielder, number 28, Lane Thomas.
Man at first with one gone. Now at the plate, Lane Thomas. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass.
No, that's a ball.
And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he deals. Way high. And there's ball 4.
Now batting, the catcher.
So a lefty out of the pen, Brooks Raley. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
New York Mets, number 25, Brooks Raley.
Now the catcher up to hit, Riley Adams. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. In the air, center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
22, Dominic Smith.
Now it's Dominic Smith as the Nationals are down to their final out. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that'll load the bases.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, Luke, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
Terrible game for Corbin. I mean, got lit up. He is now out of the rotation. Williams came in, wasn't the greatest, still ate a couple innings. He is jumping into the rotation. Corbin's going to go to the bullpen. Espino probably has the inside track to the other starter job if Williams sucks. Overall, not a good game. Gave up a lot of hits. Had a lot of hits. But, you know what? You move on. We move on.